Welcome to day one of this amazing second shoot. It's incredibly exciting. What's going to happen this morning is we're going to do an opening piece to camera, which is the telly stuff, with Gus, our presenter here, and Natalie. And once that's done, we'll then get the process rolling. And those of you who haven't done Time Team, you'll know it's a sort of gradual ticking over this first morning, finding our feet. You don't have to rush too much, just let's get started. Once the trench is open, everything will calm down and we'll all feel remarkably more relaxed than we do at the moment.
Well, I was going to be in.
It's day one, it's Dig Watch, we're here in Oxfordshire.
Yep, we're going to go on a little trench walk.
We're going to catch up with a few people as we wander around and let you know what's going on.
You're right.
Not bad at all.
Good, excited to be back again.
Yes, primed and ready, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ready to roll.
And this is my first Time Team dig. I'm very excited to be here and see what's going on. And I'm especially interested in a lot of the science and a lot of the different methods that are going on.
The beginning of the Roman villa, when did they first build it? When did they abandon it and why? What happened? So they strew the floor with their treasures as they left, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And usually they do, so yeah, I'm looking forward to some good stuff.
I'm interested in what happens after the Romans as well, so seeing what's that midpoint. So the Roman villa is here and then we have this castle coming up. What happens in between?
Is Henry in here?
Henry's over there. They've got the big touchscreen, amazing Dell's touchscreen, but as we've already alluded to, it's going to be a very data-heavy project this week, and that screen's going to be the hub of that. So we've got the GIS, the Geographical Information Systems, we've got the geophysics, we've got magnetometry and radar data. Henry's going to be out with the social station. We've got Adam's drone photogrammetry and photographs as aerial photographs. It's incredible. It's an incredible tool. Anyway, let's go down and find some. Let's find a villa.
Yeah.
And you might have seen we're in a turnip field, and there are plenty of turnips. So look out for those.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, onwards.
So we thought we'd stop here to just show you this bit of kit over here. This is our multi-channel gradiometer. So while we've done some geophysics on the main villa site, John and his team are out surveying all of the fields in and around to try and get the wider landscape perspective.
So with this dig's immediately feels bigger than out in
It's
Cornwall.
a crazy scale, even just standing here and looking at the dig site, which is behind us.
We've got two sets of portaloos. That's how big it is. But as everything grows, it increases in numbers, as do the specialists and the experts. So we had 2 metal detectorists on site, out in Cornwall. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8, 9, 10 here. Picking over, and this field behind us is the field where the villa is located. So they've started early, and we should say the reason this site is known is because it was discovered by a metal detectorist.
Yeah, but as part of a wider landscape survey, so we'll talk to him later.
Yeah,
it's a really interesting story.
When you stand in the front, you can see that this is all terraced right down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And you also see that it drops off north and south on each side. So how this drops right here, it does the same on the other side as well.
Yeah.
And so then your east wing's right down here.
Where would the entrance be?
We don't know. That is one of the actual the questions we need answered. And I'd love to know.
Time Team Gold.
Yeah. Well, we'll get
Let's
Jimmy
go
on
find
that.
out.
Thank you.
Cheers, Keith. We'll see you later. Now, I am desperate to get up onto the villa terrace, but at the moment it looks like they're filming the opening scenes up there. So we better hang around down here for a
Should we go
minute.
and interrupt these lot?
Yeah, let's see what they're up to.
And some other stuff. This was weird because I had some bumps on it. I don't know what that's weird looking, but and this might be something.
Yeah, oh, that's like Roman grey ware, doesn't it? And that's a bit of brick or tile or something.
And that's some liquor bottle.
Looks a lot more recent.
Yeah.
That's Roman as well.
Yep.
So we're in the right place.
That's again tile.
That's helped to know, doesn't it?
So we think we might have a site here.
Yeah, there's something
Good
here.
to know.
So I'm here with metal detectorist Emma, and she's been doing a detailed survey in this area along with other metal detectorists. And every time something gets found, it gets put into a bag and pegged. And that's very important, isn't it?
Yeah.
But before we go anywhere, we're stood right in the middle of a courtyard of a villa.
Isn't that amazing?
Isn't it lovely?
2 minutes in, and we're pulling out amazing things like roof tiles, and it's 12 inches beneath the surface of the soil. We're already uncovering really amazing archaeology.
So we've got roof tiles. We know it had a roof. This is groundbreaking stuff. Breaking news. We know it had a roof.
Hi everybody, and thank you so much for all your name suggestions for my grandfather's spade. So we want you to vote for your favourite name.
I'm going to do some visual metaphors with drawing and pictures. And we've got 3 choices. Yeah, choose which one you would like to see represented, and I'll have a bit of a bash at it.
Get your votes in now.
So I'm going to start with the top question on my list from Carl J, because it's a really good question, and it came about when he was watching Digger Cam on Patreon, which was when we strapped a GoPro onto someone's head and filmed them digging for 10 minutes. How and why does a digger know when to go from a pickaxe to a trowel?
Ooh, right. Well, mostly a digger wouldn't be using a pickaxe, they'd be using a mattock, of course.
Well, we're at Broughton Castle, and it is, we are sitting in front of a spectacular Elizabethan mansion. I mean, just absolutely glorious.
Hi everyone, welcome to day 2 of the excavation in Oxfordshire. You might wonder why Derek and I are sat behind a chair in an old building. There is an explanation, but you're going to have to just tune in and find out what's going on another day. There's something over there.
I suppose we ought to compare with the other one, but I like the fact that it just looks so isolated there that it feels like that might, it's called the room that has no ears, so it's a thing that you can't be overheard because otherwise you are going to be hung or quartered. So
I've been exploring the history of the place because whilst it looks Elizabethan, actually it's far earlier and some of the changes are later, and so kind of trying to get into what Nick called vertical archaeology, the architecture of this place, and kind of trying to understand some of its secrets. We got up on the roofs and we were looking over to where the dig is happening, just in the fields beyond. So it's all on the Broughton Castle estate. Mm-hmm. There's a sort of parallel in that where the dig is happening, they're telling a sort of a story of a dynasty and over time, and this is also the case here, but for a later period.
Hi gang, how we doing? All right, bud? Yeah.
Struggling to keep up?
A little bit. Welcome to this trench tour. We've just come all the way over from the lovely Broughton Castle.
My word, is it nice.
We got to see some archaeology today, but it does mean we're a bit late for our trench tour, so we better get touring.
Let's go have a look around.
Follow us. They've put in an extra trench.
You need a klaxon. Whoop, whoop. New trench alert, new trench alert.
Yeah. I'm not sure what this one's looking for, so should we go and have a look?
Yeah, let's go. We've just been walking back from the new trench.
Trench something.
And an individual who shan't be named has just found the most beautiful base to a Samian ware pot that I've seen in a very, very long time.
If I'm not mistaken, that looks like Dusseldorf 37.
How would you know that,
I'm
Derek?
just making it up. But it is incredible, isn't it? We just walking between trenches, and our colleague and dear
literally
friend
tripped
tripped over the key find that's going to solve all the mysteries on the site.
But also, it was whole, but because he tripped over it, he's broken it. But there's even potential for a bit of a stamp on here, so
we'll give it to one of the
we'll give that to maybe Danny can take a look at it. But well done, that person.
Yeah. So we've been chased out of Trench 4 and we've come swiftly up to Trench 2, where we've just had a masterclass in strategic archaeological planning. Tim, how's it going?
Well, it's been very interesting the last 2 hours, because every time you think we've got away and we know what we're doing and we've got the route, things change in archaeology. Tomorrow, I still think we've got quite a few tough things to resolve.
All right, lads, how's it going? Last day.
We've got one day to find out.
One day, and often it's that final day that makes the difference. But I think you two guys should be digging, because, you know, let's face it, we've had a lot of tapping going on, and we need a little bit of shoveling and a little bit of hard work.
Was it always you? You're a troublemaker.
Because I'm a troublemaker now.
Drop. Hey. Drop.
What's the ability?
The pressure's on. Watch out for the iron.
Very good. Oh,
Whoa!
you filming that? Good.
Well, it's the morning of day 3, and it's always a kind of tricky time because you've got the tension of wanting to finish the work you've done in the trenches you opened up already, with a desire to open up more trenches.
Okay, so at the end of day yesterday, there was quite an exciting development in Trench. I don't even know what number it is now because we've got so many of them. So in true environmental archaeology, or just good archaeological practice, we took a soil sample from in and around the interesting development that we found and have processed it.
And so where Matt's been digging this morning, really nice bit of archaeology, actually top quality archaeology.
So, day 3, and we're kind of winding things up in here. Well, I'm not saying winding them up. What I mean really is we're not going to do any more massive amounts of digging. We're not going to shift out any huge slots or anything like that. But we've really got to take stock of what we've got. This is the stage that doesn't often make the final cut.
So it's the end of day 3. Welcome to the finds processing area. We have got tons of stuff, all kinds of pottery, we've got brick, we've got roof tile.
Look at that.
Oh,
look at that. A little beaker.
Wow.
Weirdest object we found was certainly on the reinvented time team. Can I touch it? Yeah, yes. Okay. Everybody else has good. What is it?
So we've processed some soil, we've got our little bags of things that have come from it. They are going to go back with me to my lab for identification underneath the microscope, so then I can write a report, and all these little reports and pieces of information come together. It's like having pieces of a jigsaw to make a report which really tells the full story.
The wider context of the story has been really the thing that's driven it along, and yeah, it's been.
But what was the best thing?
Well, obviously John's geophysics was by far and away the best thing, way better than Jimmy's radar.
Points yours.
Excellent, thank you very much.
We've been hearing contrasting stories about that.
You've got, what, 2,000 years of history there?
Oh, at least.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah. At least.
It's been a really interesting site, actually. It's so nice when you have a site that doesn't do what you were necessarily expecting it to do.
And how it's all going to turn out, we don't know, and you'll have to watch the film at some point in the future.
So it doesn't end here, it just doesn't end here.
It's not the end, it's just the beginning.
It must be quite nice to know how the story ends in a sense.
Aliens, oh no.
I knew it.
We just had a really kind of wonderful moment.
Stop having fun off camera. We'll come back to this. We can cut it there.
It's really been good archaeology. It's gone very well.
And I think it's something really quite special and unique.
Without giving any spoilers away at all, is it good?
It's very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just beginning to lose heart that we would actually find anything of significance, and then suddenly
It feels, if anything, bigger.
Really?
it's really so substantial and so fascinating that, you know, just watching it unfold was just glorious.
It looks beautiful, it's absolutely awesome, and that's
I'll
what I
get
love.
to that,
Yeah.
There's people out there who are great supporters that made this happen, Patreon people. If you've got some friends who you know, Patreon guys, trying to get them on board, because it's only your support that helps all this to happen. So thank you very much.